Hello everybody, welcome to my first HTML and CSS tutorial. In this video, I will be showing you how to create a horizontal navigation bar with a drop-down menu. Here's an example that I have created earlier. I have created a fake website for a fake company that I called Natural Aquarium. I made a nice little logo for it, which I put in the header. And you will be putting in your own logo or your own little title or whatever you want to put there. Then I have the navigation. We have home, about, gallery, and join. Sort of a couple links that you will commonly see on websites. Then we have aquariums because it is called Natural Aquarium. Of course, whatever your links are depends on what your website will be about, and since mine's about aquariums, providing natural and realistic aquatic habitats for creatures in captivity, I have aquariums as one of my links. And when you hover over aquariums, a little drop down appears with a couple of places where I know there are aquariums or there might be aquariums. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a new file in your word processor of choice. I prefer to use Sublime Text. That's my favorite word processing tool for programming, but you can use anything you want. You can use Microsoft Word even, as long as you save the file as an HTML file. You can use any note-taking app, as long as you can save the file as an HTML file. And that's what we will do first. So the first thing you want to do is to go to File and Save As, because we want to save our file right now. We're going to call it navigationbar.html. First of all, you can name it whatever you want to. If this is going to be your home page, then you should probably rename it to index.html. And the second thing is, don't forget the .html. That's really important that you have that there, because that way your word processor will know that it's HTML, and it will color all of the code differently, so it'll be easier to know where all of your tags are, where the classes are, where the JavaScript is, basically all that stuff. So name it whatever you want, .html, in your location of choice. Press save, and now we're done. We're going to start by typing in our doc type, HTML, and you will see that pop up if you're using Sublime Text. Just make sure to delete that part, and our frame is already created. Now, if you don't have Sublime Text, and if your word processor doesn't automatically create an empty HTML shell for you, just follow this order. First type in doctype HTML, then you type in HTML, and you close it off. Then inside your HTML tags, you put in a head tag, open it, and then close it. Inside the head tag, put in a title, open, close, and then put the body right after the head, open, close, just like that. After you've created your shell, we're going to go ahead and just start by doing some miscellaneous work right here. For the title, we're going to call it Natural Aquarium, and home, because it is our home. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to go and do some work in the body. What we will start by doing is we will create a new div with a class of Dropdown. And we will use this class to edit the styles in CSS. Open that, and then close the div as well. Neaten it up a little bit, make sure there's some space. And now we will go inside our div. We're going to go inside our div. This is, I'm not sure if this is really suggested or not, but we're going to put in a center tag because it does still work with HTML5. And inside that center tag, we're going to put in an image with a class of logo image, because it is our logo image. And then you can also have a source, and then we're going to add in our source. I already have my source, so I'm going to go ahead and just copy my source and paste it into there. Basically what the source is the source of the image. If it was an image from Google search, for example, you would right click on the image and then select copy image location, then paste that into the source. If the image is in the same location as your file, which it is in my case, logo right there, then you just need to have the name. If it's in a different file, if it's in a different folder, you'll put in folder and then slash and then the name. But there's our source, and you can also add an alt if you're that kind of person. And just don't forget to close off that image tag, and don't forget to close off the center tag. So now let's save that file, and now we are going to open the location of where our file is, and we will drag it into the web browser of your choice. And this is what we have so far. We have an empty website with nothing on it because we haven't done no styling yet. And we also have our logo right here with its original size. What we want to do next is we will go to the next line and we will create a new unordered list with the class of navList, just like that, and close that off as well. And this unordered list called navList, this is going to be the list of navigational links. So inside this we will add in some list items. We will just hit tab there to organize that. A hyperreference is, since we do not have any other links, we'll just put in a pound symbol there. Class is going to be a regular nav button, whatever you want to call it. And the content of our button will say home, because that would be the home. We want to close that hyperreference. We want to close that list item. And now we will just copy this a couple more times. There's our about, then we have our aquariums, gallery, and join. So now we want to replace the text of each one with the correct text. And now we need to make our drop down. And the way we're going to make our drop down is we are going to keep this, we will keep our list item here. But what we will do is right after we close the hyperreference, we will go to a new line, make some space there, and inside there we will create a new div. The class of this will be Dropdown content, because this is the content of our dropdown. You want to close that div. We want to go back up, and now we will be adding several links into our dropdown content. So ahref is once again the pound, because we don't have a link to put in there right now. And now we will just put in some city names. If you are creating your own website right now, right away, you'll be putting in the links for your website. San Francisco. And San Diego. So there's that. We've got our links. make sure that we close our div, make sure that you close off your link, and basically make sure that you've got all of this so far. Now what we want to do is, as you've noticed, we've given each one of these a class. This one's regular navigation button, this one's regular navigation button. Right now they're all regular navigation button because they are all regular navigation button. But one of these is not a regular animation button. One of these is a drop-down button. Drop-down navigation button. And we will add a class to this link too. Class is drop-down list item. And the reason we need special classes for these is because this button is the only one that we want to make the drop-down visible. All the other ones we don't want to do anything when we hover over it or click on it. Only this one with the special class. So now we're actually all done with our drop-down. So we want to save our file and go ahead and see how it looks like in our web browser by either redragging the file into your web browser or clicking reload current page. So here is our list right here. As you can see, it doesn't look a single thing like how it's actually supposed to look like right now. We have home, about, aquariums. We have our aquariums under aquariums, gallery, and join. And now that we're done with our list items and that we've added in all our divs and we have our logo, we are going to be creating some styles in our styles section of our file. I think I'm actually going to end this video right here because we have done enough in these 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you guys are having any problems or issues with your code, just say so in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video.